Bitch, the Jaclyn Cosmetics tea is piping hot. Drama Poodle. What's the drama surrounding Jaclyn Cosmetics? Tell Daddy the drama. Oh my goodness, Drama Poodle, I can't believe it. Thank you so much for telling Daddy the drama. Bitch, Drama Poodle was just telling me all the drama surrounding Jaclyn Hill and Jaclyn Cosmetics. Drama Poodle and I were on a little bit of a break over the last week or two. Jeff and I went to Las Vegas for a couple of days. We are back, and I cannot even believe the amount of drama that I came back to surrounding Jaclyn and Jaclyn Cosmetics. As you guys may or may not know, I'm sure you've heard all about it already, but Jaclyn launched her lipstick collection through her line Jaclyn Cosmetics. The lipsticks, come to find out, were hairy, dirty, moldy, absolutely disgusting because, you know, they're old lipsticks. We're going to get into all of that, what Jaclyn had to say. She issued a statement. People are reporting her to the FDA. There is so much going on with this launch. I'm absolutely shook. Jaclyn is probably in a corner bawling her eyes out. Poor girl, but honestly, what she did by putting out these lipsticks, they are absolutely gross. Drama Poodle here is going to take a nap because it is past her bedtime right now. So everyone say goodbye to Drama Poodle. If you guys happen to be new here or you don't know who I am or what this channel actually is, my name is Steven Mango and this is Drama Poodle, and we are a beauty drama channel that talks about beauty drama, influencers, all that fun stuff. So if you haven't done so already, please make sure to go down below and click on that subscribe button as well as the bell icon right next to it so you stay up to date on all the latest YouTube beauty news. So without further ado, let's get right on into today's video. Okay, hi guys, I am back. I am sorry I disappeared again, like I was just saying a little bit earlier. Jeff and I were on a little bit of a trip and I was kind of working on some other videos for Mango Tea. I've been going on acting auditions for television shows. There has been a lot actually going on in my world. The summer is usually a busy time for me, including in 2-3 weeks, July 5th, it's my birthday. I'll be turning 28, so I am probably going to be going away again for my birthday. Not 100% sure yet, but I really need to make this channel a priority and post more videos. I know I always say that, but there is just sometimes so much tea to cover, and sometimes life gets in the way. I just don't sit down and just stare at my phone all day long waiting to make a video. I know that's what drama channels do, but I sometimes need to take a little bit of break from the drama. So we had a really great trip and everything like that, and I have been excited to come back and make new videos here on Mango Tea for you guys. So with regard to this whole Jaclyn Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill launch and everything like that, I don't understand why whenever Jaclyn has a launch, it's like an absolute nightmare and a flop for her. I think for Jaclyn, she should just not release products. She should just absolutely stay just doing reviews and posting a get ready with me once a month. And that seems like kind of the speed of Jaclyn Hill. I know she gets herself involved into drama always. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but I've been following Jaclyn for a very long time now, and I understand it's a drama channel, but I feel like on Jaclyn's side, if she doesn't want to be involved in drama and stuff like that, if you're going to release a product, make sure that it is absolutely flawless and don't just put out like old dusty dirty moldy lipsticks. I don't understand, and I know you guys already know like all the tea for the most part. I'll cover some different aspects of this Jaclyn Cosmetics launch for you guys in case for some reason you don't watch any other drama channels and you are just loyal to Mango Tea. Thank you so much if you are, and if not, you guys can watch other channels and get the tea. But I know sometimes I'm a little bit late to the party, but I'm working on that. So with regard to Jaclyn and her launch, I know a lot of people were saying that these lipsticks were possibly old and that's why that they were contaminated, because the rumor is on the actual lipstick packaging it says JH, not just J, because it was supposed to be Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. Obviously, Jaclyn got divorced from John, and now it's just Jaclyn Cosmetics. I don't know if she's actually changed her legal name or not to Jaclyn, insert last name here, whatever she's choosing to use as her new last name. I think From my understanding, she's just staying Jaclyn Hill, and that's her brand and everything like that. And I think that's probably a smart idea for her, since on YouTube, you just got to keep yourself consistent, let people, know you by what they know you as. If you change your name, it could kind of affect your brand and your brand imaging and stuff like that. So she's probably just keeping it as Jaclyn Hill for now. But in case something maybe changes and she just says, hey, let's just be Jaclyn Cosmetics. But if you have the actual packaging, which she's made years ago, because remember, everything Jaclyn does takes like 2 years to come out, or even longer than that in this case. She actually made probably, the 300,000 units or whatever she was making of Jaclyn Cosmetics. She's not going to go and change the packaging. If she really loved her formula, which people actually did say like good things about the formula, it wasn't like the formula was actually bad. I mean, it has mold on it, you can't use it now, but they were saying that, her whole slogan or tagline is like so creamy, so buttery, so good, or whatever the hell it is. And people actually like the consistency of the formula. But, if you can't use it, what's good of having a great formula? So if these lipsticks actually were sitting on the shelf for a couple of years, obviously as certain products break down within the lipstick, it is opening itself up to molds, contaminants, just in general. And if it's temperature controlled or whatever, you don't really know. So again, these lipsticks are breaking down, people are opening them up and they're breaking off, they're seeing the bubbles, they're seeing hair, and all this really disgusting stuff with the lipstick. Now this is probably the most embarrassing thing for Jaclyn, and we're going to get into what Jaclyn and Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics said about this whole entire situation, which I don't really actually believe what she was saying with regard to this whole entire matter, but just very weird. Like, why didn't anyone, before launching these cosmetics, why didn't anyone actually go and open up the units? Now I know that influencers always get a better either formula, packaging, all of that. We know that by now. Like, we're not stupid. It's almost better to buy what the average customer gets. If you want to do a review, you get PR, you're obviously going to get the best of the best. But sometimes the PR packages that have been going out haven't been good. So again, there's drama about those PR boxes and everything that were getting sent out. In terms of the actual lipstick and the actual product, I feel that Jaclyn should have had her team go through and say, hey, if we're actually going to release these years later, it's 2019, the formula, was ready to go in 2017, according to Jaclyn. So in this case, why wouldn't anyone say like, hey, let's actually go through and just like randomly test if there is a couple 100,000 of these units, check SKU number 1, check number 8, whatever, and just like kind of go through and make sure that these are okay and safe to use. Because guys, this is the issue with cosmetics. This isn't like you are getting a Monopoly toy. I don't know what would be like something just so basic, but let's say a Monopoly toy. You get a Monopoly toy in the mail, and 20 years later you can regift it and it's fine. It's not going to change anyone's life in like a damaging way. When it comes to cosmetics, it's the same thing with me. I was a hairdresser, right? So it's the same thing. You're putting things on your hair and your scalp. Like, that's a part of your body. You put lipstick on, that's on your lips, right? So cosmetics don't have the same really type of regulation as like other industries and stuff like that. And you can just kind of go off and sell made in China, bitch, Alibaba, cosmetics, John Cucking looking at you. And people are putting it on their skin and having actual damaging adverse reactions. You're putting mold on your face, guys. If you're putting on Jaclyn Cosmetics, you're actually putting mold on your lips. And that's not safe for anyone to do. And I think Jaclyn Cosmetics has really swept this under the rug, and that's what is really concerning and alarming to me, because they're not taking this as seriously, I feel, as they should. So let's kind of break down this launch and kind of go in a little bit more detail for you guys. In the beginning, Jaclyn was a little bit sassy with this girl who received product and it was defective or gross, had the hair, the mold, all the disgusting stuff, right? One of those situations that she had with the product. So Jaclyn responded being kind of sassy, almost blaming the girl, saying it's dry lips and all these different things. So this is what Jaclyn said. Firstly, a fan wrote, "Why is my @Jaclyn Cosmetics decap lipstick lumpy? @Jaclyn Hill, this can't be okay, right? #Jaclyn Cosmetics, #Jaclyn Hill." Jaclyn responded, "You posted swatches 2 days ago loving the lipsticks. Now you're wondering why it's lumpy? It's obviously this lipstick is used and not fresh from factory. Like any other lipstick, if you use it over other products, have dry lips, etc., things like this can happen." from there, more and more people started to come forward, sharing their pictures and experiences using Jaclyn Cosmetics, and Jaclyn went and started going on Twitter, responding to these different fans. So this is what Jaclyn said about that.
So, Jaclyn tweeted out, "I want to thank you all for the unbiased feedback on my lipstick collection, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Every comment or concern that has been brought to my attention has not been taken lightly. My team and I are working non-stop to address any and all issues you may be having. My team and I are working very hard on finding out exactly what is causing the grittiness and bumpy texture on some of my lipsticks. I am so sorry to see some of you dissatisfied with my product. I will make it right for you and learn from this mistake. That's a promise. Also, I have apologized to the first girl who tweeted me about her lipstick not being perfect. I reacted very unprofessionally, and that's never my intention. I always want you guys to be comfortable sharing your concerns with me."
Now, during all of this, guys, Jaclyn did say that she really cares about her brand. If you guys have had bad products or faulty situations, she'll give a refund, she'll replace the lipsticks or the products, and she wants to make it right with her customers. And
Jaclyn went on Twitter and said, "I'm so sorry if the product you received was anything less than perfect. If you are unsatisfied in any way, please contact help@jaclyncosmetics.com and we will be sure to give you a full refund as well as send you a new product."
I think that's really great of her to say that, because it really does show hey, this is my brand. I don't want people to feel like they got ripped off. This is my heart, my soul, my joy is makeup, right? And that's, at least I'm assuming, I don't know Jaclyn personally to be able to say that, but this is what I'm kind of reading into the situation and feeling like she's kind of saying with this whole entire thing. So it's just very, I don't know, you're going to return and get what, more moldy lipstick in the mail? During all of this, Raw Beauty Christie actually made a really great video. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'll link it down below if you haven't already. She actually got both PR and a regular purchased lipstick. Now, speaking about Raw Beauty Christie and other influencers, no influencers have got their packaging, guys. No one got any Jaclyn Cosmetics ahead of time, so people are buying the product without getting the influencer reviews. I wonder how many units she would have sold if influencers like Raw Beauty Christie made a video, then went and launched that before Jaclyn put out her products. Would she have even been able to start selling the lipsticks? Would it have all just folded under before it even began? Is Jaclyn hoping that people wouldn't have known? So I think that it was almost intentional that the influencers didn't get the packaging. But Raw Beauty Christie actually went and put lipsticks under the microscope and was showing the different holes and different things that were going on in the lipstick.
What is that?
It was actually very interesting because it wasn't just oh, I don't like Jaclyn or something. The lipstick packaging is silver, or I don't like, she did talk about the packaging, guys. And this is the thing, especially with the PR packaging, and people are oh, it should be recyclable, it shouldn't be so much waste and all this sort of stuff. Okay, if it was 300,000 units of these big PR boxes with mirrors and lights and everything, then it's okay, I kind of get it. But, you have to be able to, there's so much makeup on the market, right? You have to be able to stand out. And for these different influencers and people, it's maybe 300 of them who are getting a big fancy box. And, maybe you can reuse the box, or you can use it as a little makeup mirror when you're getting ready. I don't know. And I get brands should try to think about their packaging and their waste and not trying to be so elaborate, but it's the way that they sell their packaging and stuff. So it doesn't really bother me. I know guys hate me, drag me for not being environmentally conscious, but I would say if I was a brand, I would want to go above and beyond and have a 5,000 square foot box so I can get people's attention. It's a marketing trick to get people to talk about my product, make a review, and get more people to want to buy it. Yes, maybe I'm wasting that to 300 people, but in the long run, I'm not selling that to every single customer. So I don't know, you guys probably won't agree with me on that, but we can agree to disagree. I have a different viewpoint on that probably than other people do, but I do kind of agree with Raw Beauty Christie on that to some degree, but I kind of disagree. So she put the lipsticks under, and people started blowing up on social media. Even Marlena from Makeup Geek, she had drama with Jaclyn. We all know the tea spill video, here for the tea. We know about all that drama that was going down. Jeffree got involved, and Jaclyn was gonna kill herself over all this drama. You guys know, I'm so over a lot of beauty drama, guys. Sometimes it is so hard to even sometimes keep up. It's always every single day there's new information, new tea. It's just sometimes so annoying. But Jaclyn, she was getting involved with a lot of this different drama with Marlena from Makeup Geek, and she was kind of coming for Jaclyn about her launch and stuff like that. So there was a lot of tweets posted about that.
Marlena had a lot to say on Twitter about Jaclyn and Jaclyn Cosmetics, but here are just a few messages she tweeted. Alright, I'm going to say it. I lost respect not because I got financially screwed from lost collab. I was cool and moved on, until lies like this blank became regular. Enough is enough. Paying customers deserve the truth. A fan said, it breaks my heart because I looked up to her so much as a young girl. She's why I started makeup. She taught me all the basics. I just wanted her to be so much better than this. Marlena said, me too. I was such a supporter and truly loved her and wanted her to succeed. Still do. But I can't sit back with the blatant lies anymore. I've kept my mouth quiet for years now. She also said, I'm going to get scorched for speaking out. WTF lab ever has used furry gloves? In my 11 years, I've never once seen furry gloves on production floor. And why is that hair so damn long? If it was a furry glove, it would be very slight fuzz, and it's embedded in the lipstick.
Honestly, guys, I know that you guys have seen, but these lipsticks looked absolutely disgusting. I feel bad for anyone who actually like swatched these like on their face or their lips or their arms or anything like that. I think that if they send them to a chemist or something, or someone who could actually look and investigate, are there mold on these products? Jaclyn is opening herself up to a huge liability, a huge lawsuit. I don't know what type of insurance she holds. Maybe Jeff can come on the channel and talk about this, but honestly, if she is knowingly selling lipstick that has been sitting on the shelf for years and could have a shelf life of like say 2 years, and now it's like 3 years later, right? That type of timeline. I just think that Jaclyn's really opening herself to a huge liability. People have injuries if they had to go to the emergency room, or they had to go to urgent care, or you know, their lips started breaking up or swelling. I think there was even a post about a girl and her lip was actually cut from the actual beads and stuff that was in the lipstick.
This is the lipstick that had metal in it that cut this poor lady's lip. At Jaclyn Hill, at Jaclyn Cosmetics, at FDA Cosmetics, at FDA Recalls.
Jaclyn, you have to realize like this is a health issue for people. I know that this is a big moment coming for you, but people are actually now getting injured from your lipstick. So you have to be really, really careful to deal with this from this point forward. Have people mail this back, burn all the lipsticks up. You should completely shut down. This is my advice to you. Shut down all further Jaclyn Cosmetics until you make a new formula, you get a new lab, whatever you have to do. People were also saying, because Jaclyn had this whole theory that it was, oh, it's because I had these furry gloves, not furry gloves, but it was like almost like these like white gloves that shedded onto the lipsticks.
Jaclyn addressed this by saying, if any of you are receiving lipsticks like this, please know that this is not hair. My factory used brand new white gloves to do quality control, and they shed all over my product. We switched to rubber gloves 2 days ago, and we'll make sure this never happens again.
But then there's photos of Jaclyn in the lab wearing rubber gloves. And then other people were saying like, oh, well, now you're switching to rubber gloves or latex gloves. What if I have an allergy? Like, this is something you have to advise about.
A fan tweeted, I'm going to be honest. Lots of people have rubber allergies like adhesive allergies. Please use non-latex rubber gloves if possible. Medical gloves in hospitals are used for this reason.
Before I buy your product, like what if I then have an allergic reaction because you're using latex in your gloves now at the lab, and like what's the truth, what's not? Are these little hairs from white gloves, and like who's using white disposable furry gloves that are shedding onto your lipsticks, Jaclyn? Like I'm just very confused about that. This is, again, another point that Kevin James Bennett, I know you guys know he's one of these makeup artists. He's won an Emmy and some different things like that. He's very anti-influencer. He was going off on Jaclyn about the gloves. He was going off on Jaclyn about the FDA, and you guys should report in order to get this whole thing shut down with Jaclyn Cosmetics.
He tweeted, and besides being unsanitary, please explain the cost effectiveness of wearing disposable cloth gloves. This is lying on a whole new level. Hashtag shame on you, at Jaclyn Hill and at Jaclyn Cosmetics. Jaclyn Cosmetics tweeted out, which is very interesting. There is a chance that they could be compromised. Still totally safe to use, but just not as perfect as Jaclyn would want. So if they aren't performing right, please put to us for a replacement. Kevin tweeted, let me get this on record. You at Jaclyn Cosmetics are saying it's safe for people to use lipsticks that exhibit mold fungal spores as identified by many scientific professionals. Okay, let the class action suits begin.
I just think it's very interesting too that when Jaclyn initially, like a couple years ago, a tweet came out, there's actually holes in the lipstick, and she was showing it as like a defective lab sample.
Jaclyn tweeted a few years ago, this is the most unsatisfying lipstick I have ever seen. I seriously cringe so hard over small holes. WTF, who else? A fan says, "What brand?" Jaclyn says, "It's a defective lab sample." The fan says, "OMG, I love you. I cannot freaking wait. I've been waiting for so long."
And like, it almost like predicted the future. All these years later, Jaclyn had the same exact problem with like the actual ready-to-go lipsticks. I don't know, guys. I think for the most part, influencers should not be putting out makeup brands unless they have a lot of money, like a really great solid team or an amazing lab or whatever, because when issues like this happen, this could destroy Jaclyn financially if people are going to start suing her. The FDA, if people are going to report it, and I think you should if you guys have injuries or if you have like actual proof of like this happening to you or you got defective products, whatever, report it to the FDA. Say exactly, fill out the form. I don't know how it actually works, but you guys should go and report it to the FDA. Maybe they're going to recall the lipsticks 100%. If Jaclyn goes and has to burn through her inventory or like have you guys like send it back and for her to dispose of all of this, this is financially devastating to a new brand. Jaclyn Cosmetics may not be able to launch their next product all because of one faulty bad launch with this lipstick. And Jeff has a whole opinion about it. I was going to bring him on my channel. I actually got really sick like 2 days ago. I was in the emergency room. I was on a morphine drip. It was like really, really bad. I was having issues. I thought I was having like kidney stones or appendicitis or something was going on. It was the most excruciating pain of my life. I've been kind of like resting, taking it easy the last day or two, and I had an acting audition today, but that's a whole nother story. But Jeff and I were going to film a video. Jeff doesn't like how Jaclyn came out with a whole nude collection. I don't know since when Jeff became from like lawyer to like beauty reviewer, influencer, like tea spiller all of a sudden. But anyways, maybe Jeff will come on my channel at some point and talk about this launch. But I know you guys probably want to see it more than you guys want to listen to me ramble about it, but I'm just really curious to see if the FDA actually steps in or recalls her lipsticks or what actually is going to happen from here forward with Jaclyn Cosmetics. And I want to know, did you guys buy it? Did you guys have any of these problems? I was almost about to go and buy the full entire collection. I'm glad I did not spend $300 on the full collection or anything like that. And I'm just really curious to see how Jaclyn handles it from here on out. Now, Jaclyn and Jaclyn Cosmetics, there's news articles with like Fox and other people who are covering this drama. And Jaclyn released this statement to the press.
A spokesperson for Jaclyn Cosmetics provided Fox News with the following statement. The response to the launch of Jaclyn Cosmetics has been incredible. Of the incredible volume of orders that were placed at launch, we believe less than half of 1% of orders were impacted by compromised product. We are actively reaching out to our customers with questions and concerns and have added to our customer service team to make sure that any questions are swiftly addressed. We are keeping an eye on the Jaclyn Cosmetics social channels and info@jaclyncosmetics.com and welcome all feedback. We love our customers and are proud of our successful launch.
I don't know if I buy this being as like under half of 1%. Okay, it's half of 1%, but why is it like 90% of the internet of people who are posting about the lipstick? Like, why is it having these adverse effects to all these people and having like these defective lipsticks? It's half of 1%, so wouldn't that maybe be like one person on the internet, not like influencers who got it, average people, and like just everyone in between? Like, people are posting about this and opening up their lipsticks and dissecting this, and I just know for a fact that this is going to end bad for Jaclyn in terms of a class action lawsuit. People's arms are going to break out if you swatched your forearm, if you're swatching it on your lips, whatever. I don't know if people are already forming or hiring an attorney about this. I hope she has really great insurance because this is going to be an absolute nightmare for Jaclyn. I didn't go into every single little tweet and message, guys. When I am back in action this week, as long as I'm still feeling okay after my hospital stay and everything, I have a bit of bout of energy, I guess you can say, to film this video right now. It is like 5 o'clock, so it is like near the end of the day, but as things come out, I will keep up with the drama and keep posting everything. You guys have heard, for the most part, everything that's been going on with this launch. I want to give you my 2 cents and just say, like, hey, as someone who's a cosmetologist, I have used cosmetic products on people. I went to school 1,600 hours. I know about infectious diseases. I know about regulations and sanitation and all that sort of stuff. The makeup industry isn't as regulated in the same way as other cosmetics and even other things are, and I feel like this is very like a safety issue more than it's just like, oh, there's a couple little hairs from gloves. Like, no, Jaclyn, people are putting this on their mouth. People lick their mouth. When you lick something, it goes into your body. Your body, you know, if you're putting gross things in your body, like, why do I have to explain like this much details? I know you guys get it. It's just absolutely disgusting to me. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, go down below, click on subscribe, click on the bell so you get notified, be the first to know about drama, and I'll be sure to report that here on Mango Tea. Also, two things. One thing on Mangotology, I gave an update about Shelly Miscavige, who's missing, the church leader's wife. If you guys are interested in Scientology drama, mangotology.org, that's linked down below. That leads you to my Mangotology channel. Also, I don't know if you guys know who Nicolette Gray is. I made a video about her, and she's making a whole documentary that's coming out on June 17th about like her comeback after she kind of got canceled in a way, whatever. But I'm in the trailer 3 times, my voiceover, a clip of me saying, bitch, the tea's piping hot. There's a couple different little moments in there, so I think I'm going to be in her documentary. So if you guys are interested, go to Nicolette Gray's channel. I'll either link it down below. You guys can just type in Nicolette Gray on YouTube, and you guys will find the video. I think it's called like The Dark Side of Dr. Phil trailer, something like that. And you guys can see me in that trailer, and maybe she's going to address me in the drama. I'll make another video about that and an update on the Nicolette Gray stuff for you guys, but I've talked to Nicolette Gray since and kind of gotten more clarification on stuff. If you guys have any interest in that, I know she's not like a typical beauty guru or something like that. She's more of just like a regular influencer. There's that. If you guys are interested in watching her documentary, I'm trying to think about what else. I'm not sure, but thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you all so much, and stay tuned. I have a lot more coming for you guys. Have a good night, guys.